Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for a different kind of video, an AMA, Ask Matt Anything. So we get questions all the time, phone calls, emails, text messages, Instagrams, whatever. And people are wondering some things, and let's take this opportunity to answer some questions. So without further ado, are Rex Supply Co. and Razor Emporium soaps scented with essential oils? It's a good question. Some of them have essential oils. Some of them have perfume oils or blends. And you can tell by looking at the label and reading down here. Like this one from Barbershop has essential oils. So just look at the label and I'll tell you that. We use a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little column A, a little column B. Just depends on the scent we're coming up with. What do you consider the pros and cons of vintage versus modern razors? Well, that's a big question. It's hard to answer. Vintage is like buying an old car. It's got the nostalgia, it's a cool factor, especially if it's someone, heirloom, grandfather's old razor, you got all that nostalgia. The not built like they used to does have some, some truth to it, especially with the Gillettes versus today's Merkur, Edwin Jagger, zinc alloy versus brass, stamp construction. I will tell you that the old stuff, there's millions of them out there and you probably can find them for a great price tag. Some of today's more modern, boutique stuff is gonna cost you because it's made in small runs. Stuff from today is used with CNC machining for the most part. Very expensive process. Stuff from the past, cast, stamped, much more economical. So I think it's all about finding the razor that works for you. Try a bunch, figure out which one you like. I don't know if there's inherently a benefit one way or the other. There's beautiful modern cars and beautiful vintage cars, and there's beautiful modern razors and beautiful vintage razors. So I think you need to try some and buy some. Can you gold plate my titanium razor? As of today's video shooting, the chemistry needed for titanium prep, to prep the metal before we plate it, I don't have in my shop. Maybe by the time you're watching this video and it's in the future from today and you've got your DeLorean and you're in the future, hi from the future, or the past. Hi from the past. Maybe we'll have the operation for prepping titanium. But we have so much work that's brass and stainless steel that it's just not in the wheelhouse at the moment. But we're always growing and expanding. So hopefully coming to you soon. Will Peachy Clean make a comeback this year? Well, we do some seasonal scents. Our soap maker, DJ, Dondra Joan, likes to have some creative license, and I actually told her that's 100% you. Whatever you come out with is what you come out with. And so last year she did a Peachy Clean, maybe again, but maybe a different seasonal scent. So it's kind of her creative outlet. She's so used to doing things formulaic and the same thing again and again. It's her little pressure relief valve of making something fun and creative. So you shall see, we shall see. I don't know. Ask Dondra Joan. What is my favorite late night snack? You may be surprised, but one of my favorite things to eat late at night is an apple with some peanut butter and or chocolate chips. I really like the apple and peanut butter. I get the sensation that it's healthy, even though it's loaded with sugar. Good fiber though, right? And I get a little bit of protein, some sweetness with the peanut butter, and if I'm feeling like I really want that little sweet tooth tickled more, I'll get the chocolate chips in there. But I like that. That's like my go-to late night snack. What is the best amount of time to leave your razors in an ultrasonic cleaner? 2 to 5 minutes. Anything more than that, you're risking potential damage to the metal. No metal of any type wants to be submerged in any aqueous liquid for long periods of time. I don't care if it's marine grade stainless steel or titanium or aluminum. Nothing wants to be left in anything aqueous, and most of an ultrasonic solution is water. If it's something else, you're doing something wrong. And be very cautious, because if you filled it up with some strong base or some strong acid, you're really going to be in for a bad time. Mostly you have a hot water and you add a small amount of a surfactant, a detergent or cleaner of some type. 2 to 5 minutes. The mechanical benefit of an ultrasonic is that it's vibrating and shaking your part like a bell rings, and your dirt or soil kind of detaches from it, and that happens rather quickly. The metal reaches peak temperature within that 2 to 5 minutes, and the sonic frequencies had the most amount of time in that 2 to 5 minutes, so no more than that. What is my hidden secret talent? You may not know this, but I play guitar. I've been playing guitar for 20 years, actually now more than 22 years. I've been playing electric guitar, acoustic guitar, 12-string, nylon. I also play bass guitar. I play bass guitar at my local church. Ding! I can play piano. Yeah. Don't get me on a drum kit. I can keep a simple 4/4 time, but I'm not Phil Collins on a drum kit. But yeah, I like music a lot. I'm a huge fan of progressive rock, 1970s, Pink Floyd. That's what got me into playing guitar. And yeah, that's, I guess, my secret hidden talent. What is my favorite daily vintage razor? I get asked this a lot. In fact, I just got asked this yesterday. I think the all-time favorite for just like a bam, tried and true, be a red tip. I love the red tip. I love the look of it. I love that fire engine red color at the bottom. I love the simplicity of the butterfly doors and the heavy knurl handle and the chunkiness of it. Yeah. In fact, the Rex Envoy, the neck taper of the neck is literally the proportions of the bottom to the top, and that taper is taken directly from a red tip. Thank you, Gillette. That is all I have for this edition of Ask Matt Anything AMA. If you have an own AMA, something that I didn't answer, we're going to do a part 2. Put your comments down below, or maybe even a part 3, a part 4. We'll keep on going. I don't think of myself as an interesting person, but people always ask me questions, so I will answer if you ask Matt anything. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving.